Hi, welcome to educators.com. I'm Shravanti, your Hadoop instructor. In this module, we are going to discuss about how to do the log file processing with the help of the pig. So here in the pig, by default, how we are getting the XML loaders, similar way we also get the Apache log loaders as well. With the help of that log loaders, we can process our log files. Let's assume this is the input file which consisting of from one of the Apache web server logs, consisting of IP address and date and time and status get post and the protocol, and then we are having the status code like a 200, 500, like that. This is the input file. I wanted to process this. For example, how many times each and every IP has been repeated on that particular date, or else how many times each, whether the status code is 200 or 500, or get or post method. Some based on some criteria, I wanted to process this input file. For this, we do have the by default Apache log loaders. We can process this with the help of these log loaders. So similar way how we process the XMLs. Before processing, we have registered that particular piggy bank jar, and then we have defined the XPath or these things. So similar way here also we need to register the piggy bank jar wherein all these definitions are available. Once that is there, we can directly load our log files. So let me log into the Cloudera Quick Start VM and show it to you how to process our log files with the help of the pig XML loader, pig log file Apache log loaders. And here, just logged into the Cloudera Quick Start VM. Open the terminal and enter the pig mode so that it opens the grunt shell. The meanwhile, you also need to prepare the log file. So for this log file, what you can do is, I have attached this log file to the video. You can directly drag and drop that log file to your Cloudera Quick Start VM desktop. So here, pig log file input.log is the input file. So this input file consisting of some IP address, some content, and like this. So let's load this file into our Hadoop distributed file system before we process with our grunt shell. For that, just open any other shell and just navigate to the file first. See where exactly your file is there. Your file is available as part of your CD desktop, or else I can directly know that Hadoop FS, copy from local, and the file name is home Cloudera. That on top of the desktop, I do have my file name. Just let me just copy the file name. This is my entire file name, and I can load this as a some pig log input. I can give any of the name to this. So once it is loaded, we can register this particular piggy bank.jar and we can start working using the Apache log loaders. And if you cross verify that thing, you can just see that pig log input over here. So the file was successfully placed as part of your Hadoop distributed file system. So now I'm going back to my grunt shell where I can execute my pig and now register that particular piggy bank.jar. So here I have entered that register userly pig piggy bank.jar. This is the default path for our Cloudera Quick Start VM. I have just registered that piggy bank.jar. And now we can define a variable so that I can call wherever I wanted to use that Apache log loader, I can use that variable. And so here with the help of the define, I had just mentioned a name to this Apache common log loader, but by default the path is under your piggy bank storage apache.log common log loader. This is the method. But instead of using this bigger method in each and every place, I can simply use this Apache common log loader. That is the reason why I am defining it over there. And now, whatever the pig log input is there, I am simply loading that into the grunt shell with the help of this common log loader. And by default, whatever we are seeing, these are the common parameters is always same for the common log loaders, Apache log loaders, because the first one is the host name. And if you see your input file, See this, this is my host name, and you can see the date, you can see the getter post methods, and these are all the things which you can define. Remote, the host, the hyphen, username, time, method, whether it is getter post or some URI, some protocol, some status code, that is either 200, 500, what is the status code, and so by last one is the response size. It is always this consisting of these fields. So here inside all of these columns, suppose in your problem processing problem statement, if you require only this URI and also the response size, if you need only these two, you will be using the for each generate to remove the unnecessary columns. So here in this problem statement, I wanted to know this URI, how many times has been hit. So if you see this, the URI is nothing but this one, URI 1A, 1B, 2A, 2A, 2B. So I would like to know here how many times this 2A has been hit. So for that reason, I have avoided everything and I have taken this as one of the column with the help of the for each generate. And now we are grouping it by, because I would like to know how many times it is repeated based on that specific column. So I'm grouping by URI. So here to find out the count, like how many times that URI has been hit. So I am navigating across the individual record after grouping it by. And here inside that I am using the count operation, and with the help of the count method, we are calculating how many times each of these thing has been repeated. And if you wanted to see the result, you can simply directly dump this on top of your screen, URI counts, dump, yeah, it is capital U, capital C. Yes, so this is case sensitive. You must need to be very careful while dumping this particular references onto your screen. So if you see the output of this, you can see that how many times each and every URI has been repeated. If you see this URI 3, it has been repeated 3 times. You wanted to cross verify this. See this, the same URI 3 has been repeated 3 times, here, here, and here. Like this, you can understand, you can calculate how many times each and every URI has been hit. So like this, with the help of the Apache log loader, you can first load the data into the pig, and then you can process with the help of the pig commands. Summary. So in this module, we have seen that how to process our Apache log files with the help of these Apache common log loader. And also we have seen how to find out the number of hits, how many hits we got it based on this log file analysis. Thank you. Let's catch up in the next module.